Yo, what is up, YouTube? I have not done a commentary video in actual months. Today's video, I'm going to be showing the commands I'm using for Minecraft Bedwars. Okay, for generators, I will use this setup, and it only requires 2 command blocks and then the redstone circuit for however many seconds or ticks you would want it to be set for. So for the first command, you just go over here to your generator and you press F3 instead of opening your inventory, and you look in the top right corner or mid top right, and here are the chords. So I'd like to type them in chat to remember them, and then you'll just go over and you can press the up arrow key in chat to go to your last chat, and then you just press /fill, and then you do the chords, and then you do them again, and then you do diamond ore, and then if you press control and then the scroll wheel, you can select the block again and you can place it down, and it'll have all of the command written out. So you're gonna delete the diamond ore at the end and just type in error, and then you're gonna press destroy. You will now have a bunch of diamonds spawning. This is 1 tick right here, and if you push it back, that's 2 ticks, and there are 20 ticks in a second. If you pull it again, it's 3 and 4, and then you can just go from there. So if you wanted it to be 5 seconds, you would have a couple of repeaters, quite a few actually, and then if you put a redstone block instead of like a stone block, you can do the redstone block will deactivate the torch after 1 tick, so it only sends it through 1 repeater at a time. And so now it takes a lot longer for the diamond gen to activate. Now I'm going to show you how to do one of the coolest things ever. I'm going to show you how to use a mod called Carpet. This mod allows you to spawn in fake players. So if I typed this and then spawn, I could spawn a fake player, and you can make those players do things like attack and interval and then like 20 ticks, which feels like 20 seconds, and then you can just kill them. And the problem is they'll leave the game, so you can't test very many games with them. So this one, you just have a chain of command blocks. So here, let me rewrite every single command so you can see me. So this one will just be player and then Steve or whatever name you want, and you can't have 2 of the same players. Like if I tried to spawn myself, it would say I'm already logged on. So that won't work. So you can spawn in like this, Steve, and then and then let's say these chords, and then it'll spawn Steve. And now we can just push him into the void or /kill him. And now that we've figured out the first command, we just place a couple more command blocks. And the second one is going to be /player Steve look, and then north. And then the third one is going to be an effect. So effect give Steve invisibility infinite to give him the effect for infinite amounts of time, so it'll last until the round ends, and then amplifier of 1, and then true for hide particles, so that way nobody will just see a bunch of Steve particles. Like if I do this, Steve's now invisible, but you can see he's still there. And so if we /effect clear Steve, he's there again. And then we can just remove him from the game. The problem about having chain command blocks is chain command blocks activate all in the same tick. So I have to you have to activate the redstone twice to get the Steve to do what you want with him. So he's currently just dropping stuff into the void because I spawned him in the wrong spot. But he's supposed to spawn up here and throw items into this generator. We get the coordinates of this, 43, 53, 41, and then type them into chat to remember them easier. Then we can make him look at 43, 53, 41, and then the direction would be east. And so instead of north, we would make him look east, and then give him the invisibility effect, and not only give him the invisibility effect, but we'd also have to do this, /item, replace entity, Steve, weapon, dot offhand, with iron ingot max, and then you're gonna add, you don't have to add this if you don't want, but it just makes it so he can hold more than just 64 items in a stack. And you're gonna write max stack size equals 99, which is the max they can hold. And then you're gonna give them 99 iron ingots. And then you're going to do the same thing, so control scroll wheel, and then you're going to place that, and then, wait a minute, weapon main hand, and then weapon offhand with, instead of iron ingot, this one's going to be gold ingot, and then this one's just /player Steve drop, and then interval, and then it'll be like 50 ticks. So now if we do this, then Steve will now have a then Steve will now have a drop interval of the iron at 50 ticks. But you'll see the gold ingot does not drop. What we do for this is we have to make a second redstone loop, which I've already created here, and we just need to /player Steve drop offhand. And then this one you can't edit, so it won't be like an interval. So you have to make a redstone circuit that'll activate once every every 10 seconds or something for the gold ingots. So you destroy the repeater leading to that track, you spawn them, do it again, and this one will have lead to that redstone circuit, meaning, and then now he's throwing items into the generator, and so we can collect them and go trade them with the villager, and then we can just start bridging.